Hello, everybody. DeviantDario here,
Infinite one.
and today we're going to be talking about last minute rundown of Doctor Doom versus. Wow, I just drew a blank.
Come on.
Lex
Lex Luthor.
Luthor. Thank you.
Good job.
The energy
Took your time.
drink did not kick in yet. I am sorry. All right, soon. Anyway, so we've actually seen these two fight already in the past before. One won, and the other one did not. Lex Luthor, really quick. Superman's arch nemesis is mostly going to be fighting with his war
Suit.
suit, and that thing is all kinds of interesting. Besides being designed by him and
Dark Side.
well, yeah,
Made by Dark Side.
and made by Darkseid and slightly upgraded by Brainiac and even upgraded just by after killing Brainiac and stealing some of whatever data Brainiac was able to acquire from the universe itself.
He
So
snapped his neck.
yes, because that's just how that works. How do you kill the most powerful, basically Skynet of DC? Break his neck.
Break his neck.
What?
Yep.
Anyway, so freaking Lex Luthor here, already at that point, has acquired a mass amount of knowledge and will use that as any form of weapon that he can muster from it. And that being said, his suit alone is already capable of allowing him to fly. Has flamethrowers that are burn hot enough to pretty much melt through steel, and I think even in space it even shows it because it's freaking
Yep.
it's apocalyptic technology as well. So I wouldn't be surprised. Energy blasts basically doing up the same thing, burning through almost whatever it touches, and at the same time it has a Kryptonian base technology and a countermeasures on it, just specifically so we can use it to fight Superman and
Energy
any other.
blast of kryptonite. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's like 4 different kinds of kryptonite in that suit itself.
All right.
I think.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't be surprised because he wants every possible countermeasure he could get. Like this guy is as obsessive as Batman, and if anyone knows, that's it's a little much. That being said, this son of a gun also even found a way to incorporate it as the kryptonite as a steroid and basically make him temporarily as strong as a Kryptonian. So if the suit's high enough, then he could still find a way to kick your ass without it. And it is impossible to kill him. This guy's own willpower to just not die alone is insane.
Exact opposite of Padme.
More yes. Ooh. Actually, yeah, let's go there. Exact opposite of Padme. What else to really say about him? Because then,
He controls satellites around the Earth.
oh yeah,
He equals Deathstroke in combat. He stabbed Supergirl, snapped Brainiac's neck, one-shot Power Girl.
giggity.
With going back to his war suit, he has gauntlet blades. It is used to fight Superman, and oh yeah, his head. No, it's protected by a force field that
Yeah.
is invisible.
If you think it's just open, it's not. He just wants to be able to see you when you die.
Ego,
Actually, more specifically, he wants you to see him when you die.
ego.
Oh yeah, this guy is the mother of all ego trips, and sometimes it's his advantage, and it's also his hubris, depending on the situation. That being said, he will not stop. He will find any means to get whatever he needs. If he is, and he will do whatever it takes to try to be. What is he trying to be? I was gonna say president, but in this case, king of Earth. Just,
Yeah,
just,
that's probably the best way to say it.
just God of man, like the highest possible thing he can muster. He'll invent the word if he has to.
He also had the power of the Zone Child. He with it fused within him, which
And
gave him infinite power.
yeah, and so, but even though the catch was whoever has that power cannot use it in
Harm others.
in any offensive way. He just went, no, I'm gonna still do it. And even though he found a way to muster the ability to do it, Superman still just, as they said in Death Battle, punched the god out of him. That's
That's because he went against the code of the his own child, and he just lost it.
Yeah. So granted, I don't really find much of that much of a feat. Just more of just a trivia. I think that's really it on him. What?
Over to Doom.
Oh yeah.
Over to Doom.
All right, Dr. Freaking Doom. This guy is a mess of a mess of a mess of information because, well, just to start really quick, both his parents were very interesting. Mother was a witch, sorceress. What was it?
Sorceress.
Sorceress, and basically sold her soul to Satan slash Mephisto. And the father, a freaking super genius, and I believe a surgeon, right?
Yes.
Yes. Basically, he grew up with both sides of power in mind. He had both the mystical arts and just science in general.
Science.
And he wanted to find a way to muster both. And in doing so, well, first of all, what drove him to want to do that was his father was dead and his mother's soul was in hell. And knowing that that is an actual thing, he did everything in his power to make sure that he mastered both arts so he can get his mother out of hell. So, good reasons for that, but the means are not. And he basically went on a real power trip of his own and became Dr. Doom.
All because he got a scar on his face.
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna incorporate that in any future installments. Honestly, they're gonna have to.
It's like Gara.
It's not though.
It kind of is.
Oh God, whatever. We'll see. Anyway, his powers, abilities, and spells and all that. His suit alone is just broken. And I don't mean like it's useless. I mean it just breaks reality. This thing is the most indestructible thing in comic book history, and
high-strength titanium armor with its nuclear power.
And also enchanted by what type of monks?
I don't know offhand, but the first thing that comes to mind is Tibetan monks.
Yes, Tibetan monks, and just through his own enchantments that he learned as well. And over the years, he constantly improves the thing, if not based on technological or mystical, arcane-based magics. He will find a way to improve it to the point where it is impervious to not even God would be able to do anything about it. I mean, and which is ironically saying because he even has a piece of the cross that Jesus Christ was on embedded into it, just so he can protect himself from any unholy base offenses, or in this case, protect himself from vampires.
Motherfucker went back in time to learn about magic and stayed there.
Yeah, and he waited. He waited like Steve Rogers did at Endgame. Spoilers. If you didn't see it, what the hell are you doing with your life?
And that's at that point, that's their fault.
Yeah. If you don't like what we said, if you want us to take it back, no, I don't think I will. Okay, moving on. Yes.
His suit produce force fields, jet boosters, electric shockers, energy absorption, and molecular expander makes a small pebble kind of like a big boulder. He took hits from Thanos' Infinity Gauntlet. He one-shot Hulk, and he can control machinery.
That's right. He can just hack with his mind if he needs to, even though it's technically his suit. But he's so in tune with it, it might as well be his freaking body.
His abilities are like teleportation, time travel, dimension travel, barriers, mind transfer, summoning, hypnosis, and vertical lightning.
All right. All right. What else do we have on him?
That's pretty much all I have. There's really no new information from when they fought the last time to now.
All right, so knowing that this was kind of a quick one, we've seen these guys fight before. We just wanted to throw down what we know on them. What do we... I don't even know who would win. So we know Dr. Doom has won before in the past, and Lex Luther hasn't. But compared what they were up against before, I feel like these two are be a little bit more even match compared to what they were.
I'm still saying Doom.
Doom definitely...
I'm still going to go Doom.
Doom would win based on his magical base as magic alone, because I don't know if Lex Luthor has any defenses against that. I don't know if apocalyptic technology or anything like that has any defenses against that. I haven't seen any examples or found any personally, but that's just me. And if there are any, please put in the comments. But I really don't see much of an advantage just with that alone. If he can somehow bypass his just magical barriers, magical offenses, whatever, then maybe Lex might have a chance. But Doctor Doom definitely has advantage just through his magic and spells alone. So yeah, this was kind of a quick one it's honestly it seems pretty one-sided. You think you're right? It probably is going to be Doctor Doom.
It's all information that we already all knew from previous, so it's not like it was that hard to really research it when they give us the main information they use.
Yeah. All right, so that was a pretty quick one, but thanks guys for joining us anyway, and kind of curious how this one will go down. But yeah, I really do see Doom taking this one once again, but we'll see. Anyway, thanks again for joining us. I'm DeviantDario.
I'm Infinite One.
And you have a good night.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.